What a lovely afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd.
Shannon the Cannon. And here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes, perhaps one of the most underrated and underappreciated heavyweight champions of all time. He's got plenty of power and one of the best jabs in the heavyweight division.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, the heavyweight champion of the world, Shannon the Cannon Briggs. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. And that's the opening bell, round one. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through you as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Swing and a miss for that jab. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Back and forth they go. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perfect counter shot. Can't find a home with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
And there's the bell for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Those counter punches have to hurt. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That counter punch caught him clean. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter shot. That punch lands. These two fighters are made for one another. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute...
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Beautiful counter punch. There's a counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. He missed with that jab. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Both men step back for just a moment. Ooh, Larry Holmes just got dazed. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweet...
Back at it in round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Well done with that counter shot. And he misses with that straight left. Punch, counter punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. to do everything to get the win. I've got to box him, I've got to frustrate him, I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills, step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Round, good round. I like that. I'm happy.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They exchange punches. That counter shot lands. And he scores with the counter. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. Misses with the straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on.
And there's the bell to start round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good counter punch. Nice counter. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
The perfect counter lands. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Catch and shoot. He parries the right jab away. Good counter punching. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Through the straight left, but it won't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Great round. Now relax. Just the same again.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind
Here. You were thinking. You were smart. You were loading up.
Come on, you're better than that. I need to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, and get that jab back. Just boxing, be smart, get your shot.
Work there. The jabs are working nice. Those 1-2 straights down the middle.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Get him onto the fight. Great round. Just get him on the end.
Round 7, here we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter punch. Catch and shoot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Beautiful counter punch. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? A perfect counter lands. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
A lot of work needs to be done.
Get your mind back on the job.
And we enter the 8th round. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Hey, those punches add up. And he scores with the counter. They both want a knockout, you can tell. And he scores with the counter. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
How about that time counter shot? Nice counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Just missed with that jab. Good counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Well, the Instant Assassin in some trouble here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like Pounds just told them, with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen, still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees, you'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack, boy, so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, and I'll send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't want to hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way of this.
Good evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falkor Bay. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Larry Holmes weighed in at 226 pounds. He stands 6'3". Here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes, the man that beat Muhammad Ali but never has really gotten his just due. Criminally underrated. Easton assassin, Larry.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Easton, Pennsylvania. Here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner from Easton, Pennsylvania. Here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
The fighters have got to stay focused, concentrate, don't get carried away. They're not part of the carnival. They're the action.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? They miss with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK.
But let me explain to you. We're outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fact.
Whoa, Johnny. Whoa, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Swing and a miss with the jab. both want a knockout, you can tell. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round.
Good work, that's it. Breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work.
Get back out there and switch on. Get this boxing back.
Keep doing what you're doing. Your gaps will appear and you'll start timing.
Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right?
Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot.
Switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job.
He's shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got to be smart.
That's a terrible round, that is. Come on. You've let him back into...
The jab's working nice. There's 1-2 straight down. No, you can't miss him.
On to the second round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Missing with the hook. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
You'd like to see more jabs. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. One punch could change everything in this battle. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Good counter punching. Nice counter punch right up the middle. About a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man.
Give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round.
You're still landing the power shots. Good. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Just switch it off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind on the job. Get back out there.
Let's get it started in round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
For each other's punching power. No rest for the weary. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, Larry Holmes just got dazed. How did they not go down?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just misses with that jab. Misses with the jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Win this round. You had everything in the bag.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Nice counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This is a high-octane battle. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Oh, Larry Holmes on the back foot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, pal, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking
Back into this, you're better than this kid. Go back out there and win the
good. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
Back into the fray here in round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
The jab doesn't quite connect. The perfect counter lands. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. How about that time counter shot? Misses with the straight left. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. He misses with that straight left. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fight.
On to the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Defense is not an option for these two. And that hook misses. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Go out there, let's reset.
Here we go, it's round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
They exchange punches. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. The courage on display here is incredible. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this best?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Punch, counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the...
Get focused.
There's the bell to start round 8. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just missed with that hook. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
That hook was off target. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. They blocked the left there. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out. Holmes now stumbling backwards. Down goes Larry Holmes. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
As close as we thought it was, and this fight is a split decision win.
A split decision, you know what, I feel sorry for the loser because heart and soul was laid out right there. Everything was left in the ring. There's no regrets, and we had a good time as well. They did the work, we enjoyed the action. Split decision, totally agree with it. You never know, we might see it all over again.